hai cả nhà. Em vừa phỏng vấn thì máy nó hết pin, em phải chuyển sang máy khác. Bây giờ thì em sẽ phỏng vấn tiếp về ví dụ như học phí rồi để Sam vay tiền như thế nào, hoặc là cuộc sống của sinh viên như thế nào nha. Hi Sam, okay, thank you so much for your sharing about your learning, some information about the salary or everything. So I have another questions about your school fee. Yeah, like I know it's not too low. It's quite expensive to learning in Australia.
Yeah.
So besides doing the part-time jobs and who have you for the school fee? Yeah, and what you are going to do? Yeah, with that fee.
So basically, my dad helps pay for my uni fees, but I have a HEX loan, which means the government helps pay for a majority of my student fees, and then I pay them back later.
How much?
So
How much for that loan?
they pay majority, so I'm not sure how much they pay like percentage-wise, but I just have to pay maybe $140 each semester. So I just pay like $280 a year, and that's it.
$280 a year.
Yeah, and they pay for the rest of it.
They pay for the rest. And how about daddy? Daddy pay anything else?
No, that's just it right now because
It's just right now. Daddy no need to pay anything.
because I have the loan. Yeah.
Oh,
and then
good.
I pay them
And
back
how
later.
can you apply for the loan?
So you have to be an Australian citizen, and then you apply for the loan.
Is there any mortgage for that loan?
There is an interest rate for
The
the.
interest rate.
Yeah,
So you
so-
know how is the interest rate?
I don't know how much the interest rate is.
Daddy help you to do that,
Yeah.
right?
So after I finish, I'm going to pay back majority of it.
Yeah.
Through my father. And then, because if I leave it for longer, like if I leave it for 10 years, it'll be way more money than instead of like paying straight.
So according to my understanding, your daddy is applying for the loan.
No,
You are the applicant.
Yeah.
You are the applicant for the loan.
Yeah.
So you will know the interest rate.
It's like a HEX debt. So they help students by paying for them now, and then they pay back later.
They have. It means you loan from the agent, or look like.
But it's only education, only university.
For the university.
Only for university.
Not loan directly from the bank.
It's not from the bank, it's from
not
the
from
government.
the big four. Not for the big four. Yeah.
No.
For someone we call the lender or something.
Yeah, it's
The
just like a
lender.
government helping system.
The government having system. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. So no need anything for the mortgage. No need the mortgage. Mortgage like the house mortgage, or you
Yeah.
need to do something for the mortgage. No need mortgage.
It's-
That is for student.
No, yeah, you just need to pay the 140 each trimester, and then at the end of your graduation, you can start paying it back.
Yeah.
And you can pay it back anytime.
Yeah.
You can pay like $100 a week, at like little bit, and that helps.
And what happens if we can finish the course? They still continue to gather the loan, or they stop that loan?
So because they've paid, once you graduate, once you earn like a certain amount of money, you're expected to pay back. So you don't have to pay them back straight away, but you do have to pay them back. And then the more time.
But what happens if we stop learning? So sorry. What happens if we stop learning in the middle of the way?
In the middle, you still need to pay. If you failed classes, you still have to pay. But if you drop the class before a specific date, so if you drop it within the first week, you don't have to pay for the class. But if you drop it in week 5 or week 6, you still have to pay for the class because you drop it too late. You know?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, if we stop learning in the middle of way, it's like some students cannot finish the learning for the full learning time because they want to change to another like direction in their life, another career path. Yeah. so they still get the loan, or they need to disclose
Well,
the loan?
it stops when they stop. So the amount of classes they've done, they have to
Yeah.
pay for that, but they don't pay for the rest of the classes they haven't done.
Okay.
Yeah, so
excellent.
it stops when,
That's good. Yeah, that's good. So daddy no need daddy to pay anything at the first.
Not yet,
That's
no.
good. Yeah.
But that's only for
right?
Australian citizenship.
And for your part-time shop, so you can like pay for your food or pay for your rental costs. Yeah, you're doing the part-time jobs, and then you have some earning saving for your
Yeah.
life. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sam, what do you think about let's say, for example, if you study university in Vietnam and if you study university in Australia, what is the advantage and disadvantage? Because if you live in Vietnam, you can live with your parents, your younger brothers, or
Yeah.
sometimes you think of coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you graduated. So, what do you think about?
So Australia has more opportunities for me after I graduate, I think, and Australia also has the degree that I want. So Vietnam doesn't have paramedicine because it's quite new.
Yeah.
And in Vietnam, there's for me not much connections. Like I don't know if I could go to Canada afterwards. Like in Australia, there's more like the more people you meet, the more bigger companies that will like pay you more money.
Okay.
And even though it's more expensive to live here, you earn more money like with the job opportunities you get from the university degree.
Yeah. Because in Vietnam it's really hard. It's
Yeah.
really hard to get a very good paid job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we need to do something else. Yeah. Because some of the students finish learning in Vietnam, but then it's very hard for them to find a job. The same in Australia, I think so. But in Australia, if we working hard, we try out the best, we learning hard, and then we can get a good, a work, something like that. And then, how about coming back to Vietnam? I think it's really, it's not a good chance to come back in Vietnam, right? Because the living in Australia is not much different. For example, Gold Coast, not much different with Ho Chi Minh City. The weather and lifestyle, everything, you think so?
Yeah. Vietnam, I love Vietnam. And I love Ho Chi Minh because it's cheaper. But yeah, I wouldn't go there to work because I just wouldn't go there to work. I work here. Yeah.
Okay, Sam. So another question I want to ask you related to like why you choose that kind of job. It means when you learning in your high school, do they have any job recommendation or any university tour or anything that can help the high school students to think about what they are going to do in the future? Yeah.
So in high school, they had a day when all of the universities come to the school, and they have like they set up a desk, and like you can ask all the universities questions and see what courses they offer
In year 11.
in year 11 and 12.
11 and 12.
So universities usually come to school, and they all come, and you can go around asking different questions. But most of the time, you have to just go on the websites and figure out what you want to do for yourself. They like at school they do have a person that can recommend what they think you would like based on your grades and based on who you are. But majority of it is up to you.
Yeah. So which high school you studied in the past? Which high school?
St. Hilda's.
St. Hilda. Yeah. St. Hilda is one of the best girls' school. Yeah. In Gold Coast. So that's why all of the girls are very talented and very independent. Yeah, really good.
It is a good school.
It is a good school. And as I know some kinds of high school students, they can finish the diploma certificate when they learning at the high school. What do you think about that? How can they do that? For example, they are in year 10 or year 11, but they can get the diplomas of economic or diplomas or commercials or business something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot
How
of
can that happen?
well, the school funds it. Like it depends on the school.
Yeah.
But I know at St Hilda's they definitely have a diploma of business.
Yeah.
And you just have to sign up for that, and that's counted as an elective. So you choose that as one of your classes for grades 11 and 12, and then you graduate with a diploma of business at the end of grade 12. And but it's an extra course, so you have to pay extra for that diploma.
So we use the school hour to study diploma.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes it's off campus, so you go with a group of girls and you go somewhere else to learn that diploma of business.
Yeah. You need to pay. Normally, how much? You know?
I think roughly $3,000, $5,000.
Good.
Yeah, for the diploma of business. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, excellent. How about driving? Yeah, that is a good question about. Now you got the driver license already, right? Congratulations! So share with me a little bit experience how students can get the driver license.
So it was very hard for me because I was in boarding school and I didn't have my parents, and so I started my driving license very late. And so I did a lot of driving lessons because that was the only person that could drive, because you need someone else to be in the car with you. So if you have your parents, they can drive you around on your L's, and you just need 100 hours.
100 hours.
100 hours.
Yeah.
And if you buy driving lessons from a driving instructor, that counts as times 10. So if you do 1 hour with them, that's 10 hours.
Yeah.
And so I did a lot of driving lessons with the instructor.
The instructor.
And that's maximum 30 hours.
30 hours.
So 30 hours, and then I drove the rest with my dad and people who could drive, and then I have to do the test.
Yeah. So totally, how much will cost you? How much costs you for that?
Cost me? So
Because you need to pay for the instructor.
so I need to pay for the instructor.
Like 1,000 something.
It probably worked out to be maybe about $800 for all the lessons I did. And then fuel, and then if you don't have a car, you have to borrow the driving instructor's car.
Yeah,
So
borrow the car as well.
so when you do your test and you borrow the instructor's car, you have to rent their car as well.
Excellent. So you passed the test at the first time. Congratulations, you are so good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Roughly about 1,000 something. Yeah, but really hard, and the students, they need to try their test. Because driver license is very important, very essential for them to do the part-time job, right? Yeah.
I don't think so.
And then you can take the bus.
Yeah, I think public transport is really good here because to get a car, you have to pay for fuel and the car's expensive. But
Insurance.
and insurance. So public transport on the Gold Coast especially and around Australia is really good, and it's really cheap. So they can do a part-time job with that as well.
Yeah.
Like,
How cheap? Like you buy the ticket, you buy monthly tickets. How much?
oh, you just buy the card and then you have that forever, and then you just tap up you put $20 into the card, and that'll last you like a month.
Oh, $20 a month, and we can use all kinds of the bus.
It depends how much you go.
How much? Yeah.
So the more you go, the more you have to put money into your card. But
The more go. Yeah, that's good, right? Yeah. Because I saw a lot of students, they do the part-time job and they take the bus. And we have the bus station everywhere. And then you can work a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Thank you so much, for your sharing. You are so lovely. Yeah, I think your information is very important and very helpful for other students, for someone they are going to marriages or going to have the overseas study. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mọi người ơi, thì Trinh vừa phỏng vấn rất là nhanh, bé Sam rất là dễ thương về mọi thứ. Thì Trinh hy vọng là sắp tới Trinh sẽ tìm được những cái bạn sinh viên khác nữa để Trinh phỏng vấn, để cho mọi người có một cái nhìn nó cụ thể hơn về một cái ngành học nào đấy mà con em mình trong tương lai có thể học ở nước Úc, cũng như là cuộc sống như thế nào, rồi cái này cái kia thế nào. Dạ, hy vọng là mọi người ủng hộ kênh của mình nha. Tạm biệt cả nhà. Thank you Sam so much. Love you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.